So, like I say at the end of every single YouTube video, follow me on Instagram. And the reason why I say that is because if you have followed me on Instagram, you will know that on my story a few days ago, I posted this. Right, guys, I need your help. So, on Saturday, the YouTube video just on Saturday, I did like 5 things I've learned about the gym, like upcoming, before I started, whatever. The one for this Saturday is 5 things I learned about uni. Like now I've graduated. Just whatever you think is like a good point that you wish you knew before starting uni and you think someone else should know, I'll put like a little suggestion thing on the next story. Yeah, let me know. Thank you. And from the suggestions that I got, I basically put about 10 different things from either uni or the teaching degree in uni specifically, and 10 things I wish I knew before I started. Well, and other people started as well, so yeah. Let's talk about them. Okay, so the way that I'm going to kind of do these points, I'm going to do 5 points, 3 of which, if I keep looking down there, it's because I have like made the notes on there because I couldn't remember what people were saying. 3 of the points are like uni in general, and 2 of them are teaching specifically, right? Are like teaching course and what you'll find and what you're doing it, whatever. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. The first one, budgeting. You won't understand this until you're actually in uni, but you need to budget. I don't care what maintenance loan, what money you have, I don't care. Budget, right? I was on the lowest pay, like minimum maintenance loan, so I was on 3,300 a year. You get paid this 3 times a year, so I was on 1,100 like each semester. The first month, I was like Leonardo the flipping Capra, you know, when he's on the balcony like making it rain with money. I felt like I was on top of the world. Second month, I was more cautious. Third month, I felt like I was homeless. Felt like I was absolutely homeless. So, make sure you budget. Even if you're on like the top maintenance loan, I don't know what it is, but let's say you're getting like 15 grand a year, budget. Genuinely still budget. Like, I know people who are struggling, like they had a job and they were still struggling to pay for things. Budget. That is uni in general. I don't care what course you're on, I don't care what you do. Like, budget your maintenance loan. The earlier you budget, the better, because then you can also save stuff as well. Like, you don't have to actually spend it all. But this kind of ties into number 2, your accommodation. Your accommodation will be expensive. I'm talking about like uni in general at the minute. I'm talking about uni in general because I've only been to like 3 unis. I've been to Edge Hill, which was my one. I've been to Liverpool, and I've also been to Manchester. So I can't really speak too much about all the other unis, but like some of them like off campus, some of them like round the cities, some of them like Edge Hill is all on campus, so I can't really speak about it. But I do know that it's like the flats, some of them are like mint, some of them are boss, some of them are horrible. Some of them are like like 10 foot by 6 foot for a bedroom. Like it's bearing in mind that has to fit like a cupboard in, a bedroom, a desk. Some of them are toilets, some of them are shared toilets. They were just minging. But rent is extortionate. Some of my mates were even on like they were getting really, really good maintenance loans, but they couldn't make rent because it was insane. Because your rent a month is like extortionate. So they had to get a job. And they were only just making ends meet with rent. Never mind like flipping like shopping and like groceries and all that. Couldn't do it. So budget your money, because when you're in an accommodation, you will need to. Also for accommodation, just while I'm on the point, if this kind of ties in, to be honest, with like the next point as well, but with accommodation, make sure you're happy with the accommodation. View it, go look at it, go like explore it, get as much information on it as you can to be able, before you actually go to the accommodation, because some of them are amazing, as I say, some of them are terrible. From the accommodations I've been to, I would never live in one, ever. And this ties in with the third one, but this is like another kind of point separately. I just spat, that's disgusting. Ugh. Apologies. I've got them written down. Don't pick the uni for the degree. Right. when people get like, it's like teaching, for example, I know the two best teaching unis are Edge Hill University and John Moores University. Even if John Moores was better than Edge Hill, I would have not have gone to John Moores. I think it's in Manchester, I think. But I couldn't get to Manchester every day. I'd have to live in, and I am not living into the accommodations in Manchester. Absolutely no way in hell. I couldn't afford it. Well, I could, but then I'd have to get a job as well, but I'd have to live in. But they're horrible, they're tiny, they're disgusting. Like, I've been in some of them, they were like mouldy as hell. They were freezing. You had to share like kitchens and toilet, like bathrooms. Some people didn't clean up after themselves, they're mouldy, didn't take care of them. They were absolutely filthy. But also check the commute. Are you travelling in every single day? Are you living in? How are you actually going to like get there? What are you going to do? Are you going to be able to live at home? Like, my uni, thankfully, was about 20-30 minutes away from where I live, so I could commute every single day. That was no problem. But for other people, I know people that have got taxis every day, they've had to live in, they drive every day, they have to get the train every day, get up at like R5 in the morning, which means they had no life, because by the time they get in, they'd have like 2 hours, and then have to get the train again. So it wasn't ideal at all. So budget your money, that includes accommodate, like that's especially if you're living in. But then don't pick the uni for the degree. You have to see what the accommodation's like, see what the travel's like, see what the area's like, see what type of people there. Like, is there any sport teams or anything you like? Like, what does it hold? Anything like that. Okay, these next 2 points are for teaching specifically. They do tie in with other courses. Like, my girlfriend Katie's on a nursing course, so I might talk a bit about that as well. But this is primarily teaching. So the point is, placements are much better than uni. Placements differ from courses. So I know teaching, I think it was about 6 placements. I think it equated to about a year, maybe just maybe like 10 months, something like that, on placements in total. Whereas like nurses do like half, if not more than their course is placements. It's like 2 years of placements, but you also get paid a lot more. Like, you also get bursaries and stuff because of it, so it's kind of different. But placements are so much better than uni, especially in teaching. These two again kind of link together. I will say the last one now so that you know what it is, so it links together. Half the stuff you get taught is general knowledge. That is just teaching. That isn't nursing now, by the way, because nursing, there's loads of different things. That is just teaching. Half of the stuff you will learn is general knowledge. Like, so obviously you have to do the subjects again. So like maths, you were taught about like fractions and about decimals and percentages and how to convert and number lines, and you're taught like the basics, because obviously you need to when you go into a school. There's other stuff like theorists and stuff, but when you're actually into school, you don't put the theorists into practice. Well, you don't talk about it, if you get what I'm saying. So for example, there's like a part of teaching, there's like Rosenshine's 10 principles, like 10 instructions. One of the instructions is like breaking down information to bite-sized pieces. Another is retrieval, regular retrieval at the start. When you're in like school, they say, oh, like make sure you're doing this, but they don't talk about it being Rosenshine's principles, if that makes sense. Like, you just kind of taught different methods to do it. But placement is so much better than uni. Uni, my attendance for uni is terrible. My percentage for uni was absolutely terrible. I was asked by my lecturers why I wasn't going in. I said, because I can't be asked, because I turn up and it's boring and it offers me nothing. And they said, fair enough. Also, while I'm here, teachers also do not care about your attendance. As long as your grades are up, as long as you look good for the uni, they don't care, genuinely. There's people in that uni that I saw for 2 months, out the full 3 years. On my last, swear to God. So yeah, placements are a lot better. I hated uni at one point because I was just like, this is boring, this is taking me nowhere, it's teaching me nothing, it's doing me nothing. When I was on placement, I don't want to leave. It was absolutely amazing. I think I cried at almost like every single placement I was on. Well, no, half of them, because some of them were like a week, so I'm not going to cry a week. But some of them were amazing. Uni's crap. But again, same as teaching, half the stuff you learn is general knowledge. I'm sitting there thinking, flipping hell, I can do this at home. I could genuinely do this at home. And half the stuff's like discussion based. Whereas with assignments, with like things you've got on, half the stuff you do on your own. You can have the lecturers there to support you, but half the stuff that I didn't actually use any of the material that I learned. It was like, so one of them, for example, I did was on student voice. I didn't have any lessons on student voice, like not one. Like everything I kind of searched and got like references and citations and everything for my assignments. It wasn't anything to do with what I was actually taught at uni. Your attendance does not matter. Genuinely. The only thing that matters is how you're doing assessments and exams and stuff. My attendance was crap. I passed with I got like my degree was a 2-2, which I'm very, very happy with. I'm very proud of, because I'm not an academic person at all. Like if I had to go for like a job interview, if I had to write like a letter or like assignment to get it, I'd probably fail, or I definitely need like other people's help. In an interview, in like a talking situation, I would smash it. I'd tell them, don't even get any other candidates. You only need me. Like I'd absolutely smash it. I've never been rejected from a job. I've never been rejected from a job that I've been like for an interview. Whereas like ones that I've had applications for, I have. Even though my applications are flawless. But anyway, yeah. So to sum up, first one, budget every single month. The second one, no matter what the maintenance loan is. The second one, accommodation. Look at the accommodation, look what it's like, look at who you're going to be sharing with, look at everything to do with it, because your accommodation rent is also extortionate, so make sure it's worth it. That comes in with the budget. Your rent is going to be extortionate, make sure you can afford it. The third one, don't pick the uni just for the degree. Get the degree you want, look at the degree you want, and then decide which uni you want to go to, from travel to accommodation, how you're going to get there, what it's like, what the city's like, what the place like, how much things cost around the city, like around the place, everything like that, have a look. The fourth one, placements are so much better than uni, so much better, because obviously the degree you want to do, you will do that particular thing when you're on placement, but you actually do it, the practical side of it, so it'll be what you love to do, it'll be enjoyable, it'll be great. Fifth thing, half of it is just general knowledge. Again, that's just kind of a teaching specifically, because I can't comment on others, because like, I know like teaching isn't, I know teaching is not nursing is not general knowledge. So a lot of stuff for teaching, most of it is just general knowledge stuff. But it's also primary teaching, so there's not going to be like loads of like stuff in there. So half of it is general knowledge. So yeah. Okay, so that's like about 10 points-ish, more or less as quickly as possible. There was a lot of information. There could be more, but I didn't want to just bombard you with stuff. So there's like information from me and what other people thought, just given to you in the video. I do apologise for the like audio and quality of it. It was like, this has been by far the hardest video I've ever recorded, but not for like ideas or like editing or anything, because it wasn't too bad then. Phone, like it's the behind the things of editing, like what actually took me to edit was a hell of a lot. So I kind of just, for this one, I just thought, just get it filmed and get it done. So yeah, I do apologise for that, but the other coming up will be, there are a lot more thoughts out, because I've already been thinking of them, they're already planned, I know what I'm doing already. Yes, as I always say at the end of every video, if there's anything you want to see, if there's anything like you want me to do, put it in the comments, I'll try my best to make it happen. Go follow me on Instagram, because I keep putting stuff on the story, like physique updates, I keep asking stuff like YouTube videos, everything like that. Go and follow me on Instagram. I was gonna say like not miss a thing, but that feels like an advert. You know what I mean? Just go follow me on Instagram. Because you genuinely will miss stuff if you don't. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed that video anyway. I felt that was for a very specific audience of like people going to uni. So, or people just want to listen to me talk for 10 minutes. So, either one. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it anyway. I will see you next Saturday for the next video.